Hey guys, so this is problem 3C from the homework. So what we're going to start by is labeling both of the vectors, labeling this one A and this one B, and we worked them out in different colors so it'd be easier for you to tell what we were doing. And then denoted what the right triangles are formed. So to solve for A, first you're going to, we chose to look at the y value first. So from your trig function sheet, you know that sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, this being your opposite and the 12 being your hypotenuse. So when you plug that in, you get sine 52 degrees is your opposite or your y value, because the opposite is the y value, over 12 newtons. So then you just use algebra to simplify the function, and then you get y equals 9.456 when you plug it into your calculator. So you're just going to do the same thing for x, except the function's a little different. This time it's cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. So you do the same thing. You plug in your values, the same angle, and your 12 newtons. Use your algebra to simplify the function, and then you get x equals 7.387. So then we're going to move over to your B vector. When you look at this one, it's important to note that the angle given is taken from the y, and you want to measure from the horizontal. So we went ahead and calculated that this 90 degrees minus 12 degrees would be 78 degrees. So that's what we plug in. So in B, when you're solving for your y value right here, it's going to be sine theta, opposite over hypotenuse. Plug in the 78 degrees and your 8 newtons, because that's the value of this vector. Simplify with the with algebra, and then you get your y value of 7.825. And you're going to do the same thing for x, except it's the cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Plug in your angle and your value. Use the algebra to simplify, and then you get x equals 1.66. So the important thing to do after you solve for the values is you need to look at what quadrant your vector is in. So vector A is in quadrant 1, which means that it's a positive value for your x and y. Since that is what we already have from the math, you know that the A values are correct. When you look at your B vector though, it's in quadrant 4, which means that it's a positive x and a negative y. Since no matter what way you solve your trig functions, you just need to double check at the end that you're, after you have your value, that the positive negatives are correct because of the quadrant they're in. So for B, we had the correct value, we just need to change it to a negative because of the quadrant. So then at the end is just really simple. You're going to add the two x and y values together. So for x, you just add these two and you get 9.04. And for y, you add this with the final value, which is a negative, and then you get 1.631. So it's just important to double check what quadrant your vector's in when you put them together.